Doubles and coffee. I'm hearing some talk from some business chambers that they're saddened by the revocation of the OFAC license for dragon gas and so on. The dragon gas deal is not dead. The dragon gas deal of Rowley, Stuart Richard Young, Maduro and Delcy is dead. Do y'all realize that Stuart Richard Young and Keith Christopher Rowley, along with Maduro and Delcy Rodriguez and PDVSA Wilmer Ruperti, facilitated the extortion of taxpayers' money by Nicolas Maduro, an illegitimate regime, a narco-terrorist, a human trafficker, a money launderer, a man with a bounty on his head of 25 million US, that 8 million citizens of Venezuela have fled from? Do you all realize that? Dragon cross-border gas is not dead. The regime of Maduro and Delcy is dead. The illegitimate stealing election regime, the undemocratic, oppressive, tyrannical regime. Have you all lost your moral compass? You're facilitating extortion. How much money of taxpayers has gone into Maduro's pocket that we cannot get back because of the stupidity, the poor foreign policy of Keith Rowley and Stuart Richard Young? Had Stuart Richard Young and Keith Rowley been on the side of righteousness, democracy, and our trading partners, the US, the European Union, South America, the Rio Treaty, Maduro may have been gone already and Dragon could have danced and danced properly with the legally, legitimately elected government of Venezuela. Have y'all people gone mad? Rowley and Stuart Young were doing business with a gangster, with an illegitimate dictator. Don't y'all get that point? We should be, as Trinidad and Tobago, side by side with Guyana, CARICOM, and all our friends, fighting for the removal of that malign influence from our doorstep so that citizens could return to Venezuela. Democracy could return to Venezuela. Justice could return to Venezuela. And then you could negotiate a proper deal with a legitimate government. Dragon gas, cross-border gas deals are not done. Delcy and Maduro are done. Rowley and Stuart Richard Young are done. When Kamala wins, everyone wins. When the UNC wins, everyone wins. Trinidad and Tobago's foreign policy will be on the side of our biggest trading partners, the USA, the European Union, Canada, and South America. We will work to remove the malign influence of a thief, an old thief, man who steal an election without even one vote being showed. The duly elected president of Venezuela is Urrutia Gonzalez. He won by 60% to 40%. What is wrong with y'all? So Dragon gas, cross-border gas opportunity is not dead. Rowley's corrupt secret NDA deal with Richard Young going back and forth without transparency, accountability, whatever them negotiated with a narco-terrorist trafficker who stole an election, that dead. And all they're vexed for that? Make it make sense. On April 28th, vote UNC for the Dragon to dance properly, for the removal of not only a corrupt regime here in Trinidad and Tobago, but there in Venezuela, so we can return to some state of normalcy. Think carefully before you talk. You all have lost the plot because you've been sinking in a quagmire of incompetence, corruption, unethical conduct, stupidity. Where our money gone? Are we getting it back from Maduro? The million US, and how much secret money was paid already by Stuart Richard Young and Keith Christopher Rowley? You don't even know how much they paid. Our money, the taxpayers' money, was extorted by gangsters. Dragon gas with a dictator, an illegitimate regime never existed. It will move on in the correct way when correct governments duly elected by democracy are put in. Not Stuart Richard Young selected by Rowley to oppress the PNM, but you won't oppress this country, Stuart Richard Young. The people won't be bullied. They've united against you across Trinidad and Tobago. Seats that were never up for play are now marginal. Well done to the citizens. On April 28th, vote UNC. Because Kamala cares, Kamala has foreign policy, Kamala stands with her trading partners, USA, European Union, Canada, South America, and will uphold the Rio Treaty and get rid of malign influence from our region. Goodbye to PNM. Goodbye to malign influence. Goodbye to Keith Rowley. Goodbye to Stuart Richard Young. Goodbye to Maduro. Goodbye to Delcy Rodriguez. Goodbye to Astrobal Chavez. Goodbye to Wilmer Ruperti.